Hello guys, this is me once again, and today I want to present you Fire Mage talent guide. This is going to be one of the best talent choices that you can make for PvP. So let's get to the talents. That's Tier 1 Pyromaniac, Conflagration, Fire Starter. Fire Starter is similar to Initiation, which you will be rolling Initiation anyway. So it's going to cancel the effect of Fire Starter. You are not going to take Fire Starter. Pyromaniac, it doesn't procs quite often. I mean, from that hot streak, it's just not worth using. You're just going to aim for more instant damage, and this is why you take Conflagration. It gives you a lot of instant damage. I mean, it's the best choice in the tier, that instant damage. Because once again, in PvP, you want to have as much instant damage as you can get. Because you will most likely be on a run all the time. So Tier 2, you take Shimmer. This is the best choice for Fire Mage because it synergizes well with your artifact power, and I believe you could get like every time you blink or shimmer, you get like 15 or 20% of your health returned to you over 5 seconds. So once again, this is the best choice, and when you blink, try to not blink back to back, but in 5 seconds frames to make the most use of that heal. So it's a self-heal, powerful one. Blast Wave, you don't go with it because it simply sucks now. It used to be good back in Manila and TBC and whenever, but now it just sucks. And if you want that extra slow, you can just roll Ice Ward and have to Frost Novas, and it's just going to be much better, and you don't want to sacrifice those heals, of course. Blast and Soul is like refills your Blazing Barrier and all that blah 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 crap. I haven't found a single mage shield buff, shield talent like this one to be any use in Frost or Arcane or in Fire the same way. It just doesn't offer you enough survivability. Especially for Fire Mage, when you have Shimmer, it's 2 times by 15 or 20%, I forgot. That's a lot of heals. You can just use it to your advantage, raping those decays and warriors, just blinking with the right timing and stuff. Tier 3, Mirror Image you don't go, because it's very easy to pick you out of 4 images. You will always move, and everyone else and all your images will stay in the same position. So the moment that happens, or someone can run in, just use a cleave or whirlwind for warrior, let's say, and see the one mage out of 4 of whose HP just didn't drop as much as the other 4, making sure that that's you. So there's no point in Mirror Image. I don't know why you would even go with that talent. They need to work better on it. It has a good potential. Rune of Power is a PvE talent, so we don't go with it straight up. Incarnation Flow is one that you roll for PvP. It gives you that from 4 to 20% of damage boost, and it's always on. You don't have to worry about anything else. Tier 4, Alexander's Fury. That Dragon Breed, whatever it is, all it is whenever a warrior or rogue just pops up at you, you use it, or you use it to interrupt the healer's cast or something like that. That contribution to hot streak and blah 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 is just useless. Especially when you get this Flame On, which is a lot better, because it not only reduces the cooldown of Fire Blast, it gives you an extra charge. That means more instant damage, like right there, and much more frequently. And this talent goes well, a lot better, with Flare Up. So you get 4 casts of instant damage, so no way you cannot. You should sacrifice and Flame On for any of those other 2 talents. But to continue, Controlled Burn is also like just activating your chance to activate your hot streak. It's like garbage. They should have offered better talents in this tree. So Tier 5. I am going with Frenetic Speed, even though sometimes you might want Ice Ward if you are facing lots of melee in arena. That's when you will swap. But even then, Frenetic Speed is the better choice. Because it pretty much saves you from dying, like cheat death for rogues, and let's say they hit you and you run away, sure, it's up on your health, but if you pop a shield, it's going to start eating up your shield first, and second, if you have some sort of a healer or something that can just drop you a heal and save you from dying, it's like a no-brainer. You take frenetic speed just for that survivability. Or, considering you have shimmer with heal, you can just blink and it will heal up 15% of your HP and save you from dying from frenetic speed. So it's frenetic speed for this choice anyway, for this talent tire. But the other two, let's discuss them. Ice Ward is just 2 Ice Novas. Not much useful, not so useful as frenetic speed. But still a worthy talent for lots of melee in arena. Ring of Frost is a PvE talent because it's an AoE. I haven't found much use of it for it in BGs or arena altogether. Next, level 90 tire. Living Bomb is garbage. It's another cast. Well, it's not cast, but you have to trigger it with a cast to actually, you know, make sure it goes Living Bombs. It's a AoE. It's more for PvE rather than PvP. You can try and use it in, let's say, I don't know, in BGs, random BGs, and see how it uses up. But it's also an extra talent for you to click when, let's say, Unstable Magic offers your Fireball 25 chance to explode and deal additional damage to people and your main target as well. So I like this one. I don't want to worry about an extra click and shit when, especially damage wise, it's not that much of a difference. Flame Patch is a PvE talent to AoE down mobs and stuff, so it's not useful in PvP. Level 100 Tire. So let's start. Cinderstorm. It's a cost and it's an AoE. Kind of AoE, let's say, and it doesn't do that much damage. It's like you have to stack it, and you know, it's just too much hassle, too much work for PvP when you need to be like right on the move and just constantly doing your stuff. You have no time to make like stacks and all that stuff, and you know, and the AoE itself is not good. I've seen people use Meteor. But Meteor, to be useful, you have to pretty much make sure that somebody is knocking down on you and you have to just cast it on yourself, pretty much. So let's say a Fury Warrior is knocking down on you, you cast Meteor Strike and that warrior eats it altogether. Sure, that will work and that will do a lot of damage. But the last thing you wanna have is a warrior fucking knocking on you, you know, and wait for those couple of whatever seconds, 3 seconds, you know, for your Meteor to land. Oh, like it's just, you know, it's not as useful. And if you think you will be able to land it on somebody else, like in a field, it's a chore to do so. And I don't know. You can try doing something like that in arena or BGs, but good luck. It's very hard to make sure it lands properly and you are not wasting your talent slot. I think it's better to take Kindling, because every time you cast your spells, it reduces your combustion cooldown. And considering Kindling also stacks with Firestarter, and Firestarter is the best choice in this tire. Kindling is like a lot better. Your combustion comes back up in like 30 seconds or up when you are actively casting. It's like no-brainer. It's just so fast and amazing. You just roll with Kindling. And much more fluid for PvP. Now, once again, let's roll here. For mage, it's adaptation or gladiator's medallion whenever you need to trinket a specific CC for whatever reason. Alright, any model like Relentless you don't even use. You can try with a pocket healer, but you being a mage and people knocking down on you quite fast. I don't know. I don't like if, let's say, a rogue stuns you or something, you just want adaptation to trinket it straight up and blink out rather than using Relentless. But you can try it with a pocket healer. Adaptation is a choice unless once again you have a pocket healer or you need to trinket specific CCs in arena setup. Tire 2. Train of thought. You are always moving, so you're pretty much always going to be attacked somehow. In BGs, it's like out of nowhere. In BGs, you can actually make some use of it, but even then, I don't suggest it, because someone will always jump on you, like, or a hunter will shoot you, or something will happen. Like, you're just going to waste a talent slot just by picking this talent. Mind quickness. I mean, 6% haste doesn't offer much of a speed to your cast time spells to even consider this talent. So you just don't take it because it's just not as useful. You just take initiation because it's a better pick. It lets you knock down people faster from up like from 100 HP down. And considering you are like a fire mage or like burst class, burst spec, let's say, it's better to use initiation for those bursts to actually work down. And short tire, I prefer neither armor. Why? Because I quite often find myself being raped by Fury Warriors with 2 charges and a jump, and I don't know, sometimes it seems like they have too many jumps on you, and they're always on you, they knock out the shields, they just knock you down quite fast, and I just don't want them to crit me as much while they're in. And same goes for pretty much any other melee. So this is my pick, like my choice pretty much. However, Prismatic Cloak has has a good amount of utility for you as well, but I think like it really works against casters mostly, not anything else. But casters is not your main concern, so that's why I take neither armor instead of Prismatic Cloak. Because for casters you have Dampen Magic as a no-brainer choice for the next tire, but not skipping. Prismatic Cloak has its use, so try it if you like, but I strongly suggest you go with neither armor against all that melee is going to be raping on you. Burning Determination is just, I mean, you're building around lots of instant casts. Like anytime that someone will catch you with Interrupt, you will be casting a fireball probably. You can actually leave those 5 seconds or whatever the cooldown is going to last anyway, so there is no reason for picking Burning Determination. You will just blink out, save your S, and you just return to casting and start casting your instant abilities like Phoenix Flames and Fire Blast. So next tire. Temporal Shield, I tried, it's an extra button to click, and you can get used to timing it, but you're dropping very fast. Sometimes it just doesn't work fast enough for the shield to save your ass. It just doesn't trigger that return HP, so I don't know, I found it like a waste of talent, especially adding an extra click for your rotation. Dampen Magic on the other hand is much better. Pretty much everyone has some sort of dot, and especially Warlocks. The Warlocks are probably the scariest casters for you, and well, in Shadow Priest there are, so you just take Dampened Magic and it helps you survive. So it's like the better choice in this tire. Kleptomania, again, you don't pick Kleptomania because you can just steal all those spells one by one, and there's only a handful of them to steal, so it doesn't offer you, like, you won't save much of mana. And what really you want to steal, like a BOP from Paladin, that's pretty much, or a shield from another mage or a priest, that's it. Well, maybe heroism from a shaman, but it's like all these classes that I just listed, they have only one spell to steal. No one stacks spells as it was in vanilla, so you would use this one to steal, let's say, 5 or 6 spells like buffs and just be, oh my god, I'm cool and shit. No, everyone pretty much has one, and it's rarely when 2 people, like 2 buffs or 3 buffs even are active at the same time on the same person. So Kleptomania is of no use. 5th tire. I prefer Flared Up because it gives you instant damage, 1 extra charge of Fire Blast, which is quite nice. And it also refunds your charges if you cast it not afflicted by Ignite, which is also very nice. Word of Frames is a It seems like a PvE talent more than a PvP talent. It's just an AoE, you know. And how much time you're going to use that AoE? You just cannot no longer you can no longer AoE down in PvP, so it's useless. Tinder seems like a nice one. It's every 8 seconds. It just boosts your cast speed of your fireball, but only if you didn't cast it for a certain amount of time, like 8 seconds. But if you continue casting fireballs one after another, it just will not be. This one will not. Tinder will not be up for you until you stop casting it and just click through order your rotation, which is quite often you just click through your instant cast rotations and then you just fireball, and that's it, making flare up a better choice, because no matter what, every 8 seconds you will be able to cast it once again. So the last time, well, let's start from I guess fire starter. As I said, you just want to roll with that combustion. When you pop combustion, you do a shit ton of damage. You're almost god. And considering Candling and fire starter work together quite well, like every 30-40 seconds you will have combustion up and just ready to raid people. So that's the choice I suggest you go with. Greater Pyroblast, I mean, you don't go through the whole fucking cast of Pyroblast already, and that's 4 seconds. Why the hell you want another one, another cast ability for the same 4 seconds, just to, yeah, 4 seconds, pretty much, just to be able to cast something similar, like, even though it's a strong one, but you just don't have time to go through such a long time, you know, like cast time. In arena, especially in BGs, you can probably try it in random somewhere, but you need something faster, something more fluid than this. Flame Cannon, it's a decent talent. It increases your damage while you do, but in arena it's not going to work. You are not going to stand on one spot all the time, you will be running, so that's it. That just cancel it out straight up. In BGs you can try it out, but even then, as I said, mobility is your friend, and the bigger friend than that little extra damage. Especially you are not really sacrificing that much damage, having like a 30-40 second cooldown on combustion, which will increase your damage by a ton. It's not really a sacrifice. Well, that was my review of talents for Fire Mage. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.